Hello students, welcome back to the class. Students, in today's video will talk about the poetic devices that have been used in the poem No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. Students, the poet has beautifully explained the theme of humanity in this poem. The poet believes very firmly that we all are same, as we all need the same basic things for survival. And therefore he says we should not divide ourselves on the basis of nation, color, caste, creed or religion. The poem No Men Are Foreign teaches us the belief of universal brotherhood. We all human beings should give up the feeling of narrow nationalism. And why? Because we all are the members of a single world. Nobody is a stranger. This is what the poem teaches us, isn't it? We should believe in the globalization. Globalization means a world of interdependence and multiculturalism. And also, the poet believes that war is caused by the false beliefs of people who have altogether stopped to believe in the essential unity of man. So, what do they believe in? They have the belief that man hailing from a different country is to be hated and discriminated against. However, the poet in this poem assures us, his readers, that man is just the same everywhere, for he experiences the same joys and sorrows and has descended from the same ancestors. Hope the poem is all clear to you. And now let's see the poetic devices. Students, the poet does not follow any identifiable rhyme scheme in the poem. However, the poet has used alliteration, metaphor, repetition, and enjambment in the poem. Students, now see the use of alliteration in stanza 1. Now, what is alliteration? It is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So, see line number 2. Stanza 1. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. So, B of beneath, B of body, and B of breathes. The same letter B is being used. So, this is the instance of alliteration. Fine. Now, line number 4, the same stanza. Line number 4. Which we all shall lie. Now, W of which and W of we. The same consonant sound. Fine. This is what? Alliteration. Okay. And now see line number 2, stanza 2. By war's long winter starved. Now W of wars and W of winter. Fine. Okay. Let's talk about the second device, that is metaphor now. Students, it's a poetic device which is used to make a comparison between two things that are not alike but do have something in common. For instance, in the poem, the poet compares the war with winter here in this stanza, stanza 2, and then hell in stanza 5. This is the 5th stanza. Fine. And why has the poet compared war with winter and hell? Because of its dreadful, harmful effects on humanity. Now, another example of metaphor in the poem is when the poet calls people living in foreign lands as brothers. Okay. The next poetic device used in the poem is repetition. What is it? Repetition. It is used in the entire poem. Repetition is used in the entire poem. The word remember is repeated 5 times. Clear? 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 times the word remember is repeated in the poem. And then the line, remember no men are strange, no countries foreign, is repeated in stanza 1 and stanza 5 as well. So this is what? This is repetition. Okay. Remember no men are foreign and no countries strange. Let's see the instances of enjambment now. Now, what is enjambment? Enjambment is the continuation of a sentence without a pause beyond the end of a line or stanza. So let's see enjambment in all the stanzas here. In stanza 1, line number 1, 2 and 3. Then in stanza 2, this is this line, line number 3. In stanza 3, line number 1, 2 and 3. And now stanza 4 has enjambment in line number 1 and 2. And the last line of the same stanza, this line, continues to stanza 5. This is the 5th stanza. Fine. So this is all about the poetic devices used in the poem. And I am very sure of the fact that you people must have understood it. Okay. Now revise the poem thoroughly. Goodbye.